All right, Fortress of Solitude, episode number 3. First question for Dad, Bobo.
Um, Tell us the Billy Martin story.
Very good. Tell us the Billy Martin.
Yes, I heard him. I was a junior in high school, like 1968, 69 in there. And Billy wanted to go quail hunting. And he knew he was good friends with the Grain Belt beer distributor out of Minnesota, Twin Cities. Lee Birdsong was his name. And Lee called down to Nebraska because he knew we had a lot of hunting down here. And he talked to Junior Adamson, a friend of my dad's, and said, Bill, you got any quail out there? Got a guy here who wants to come out and go hunting. So he did. And they came out, Billy Martin and Lee Birdsong and Junior Adamson and my dad, and we went out hunting quail. And Billy shot one, although it ran into a REA pole, so everybody gave him a hard time that the pole killed him and not his shot. But it was a great experience. Very nice guy. We had a lot of fun. Mom fixed Swiss steak for us afterwards, and there was one steak left. And my brother, who was about an 8th grader, was reaching for it, and Billy reached for it at the same time, and they kind of looked at each other and said, "How about we split it?" So they did. It was just a real nice experience. He had a huge World Series ring on, and just really enjoyed the time.
And can you tell us again the relationship between Billy Martin and the guys that were there? Because he knew more than one of them, or he only knew one of them?
He only knew the one. Lee Birdsong knew Junior Adamson, my dad's friend, because he was the Greenbelt distributor, and Junior was the beer distributor in O'Neill. So it was just that coincidence. They came out and we hunted all afternoon.
But the coincidence was that Billy wanted to go quail hunting and he was in the area, or he wanted to go quail hunting, so he went to that area to go quail hunting?
He came down to go quail hunting in that area because Lee Birdsong knew my dad's friend, and they came down to O'Neill to hunt.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, ready? See this one. Tell. Say tell
Tell
us
us
about
about
the farm
you grew up on.
Okay. It was about 1,000 acres, mostly pasture. We had some corn, alfalfa, hay meadow. My dad raised about 100 stock cows, so we had a whole bunch of cows and pigs and chickens. And my sisters had a lot of cats. We had a farm dog and 2 horses. And we would ride the horses to check on the cows and count the calves and make sure everybody was fine. And had a great time growing up. Had a lot of activity. Worked all day for my dad when I turned about 10. We had about 4 tractors, so we had lots of farm implements.
What's work all day mean?
Cultivate. What'd you say?
What's work all day mean?
Well, you get up about 8, have a big breakfast, and work till noon, have lunch, and then we'd work till dark sometimes a year. But had a great growing up. We were 18 miles from our nearest town, 30 miles from the town we usually went to. So we were out in the middle of nowhere. Of course, I had 5 sisters and my brother. Really had a great childhood.
Growing up on the farm. All right, we got to see if Bo is paying attention. Bobo, here's a question for you. How many horses did Grandpa have growing up?
How many horses did Grandpa have growing up?
Yep, how many? Did he have 1 horse, 2 horses, or 3 horses? He said it in the video? Do you remember?
2.
2. He was playing a very good job. Okay.
Their names were Red and Rocky. I'll show you pictures next time you come out here.
It'll be fun. Tell us about sports, your Yankee heroes and your villains.
Well, I did not like Reggie Jackson. We went down to Kansas City because after we knew Billy Martin when he was with the Twins, and then he became manager, and we went down special one time when they were in Kansas City, and that was the tumultuous years when Reggie Jackson and Billy Martin weren't getting along, and Billy got fired the day before the first game. And it's the only time I saw my dad boo a ball game when Reggie was announced. But we had a lot of fun. I was really a Mickey Mantle fan. I saw him play up Minnesota before he retired in about his last year. I think that was the year I got Harmon Killebrew's autograph. And of course, I'm a Derek Jeter fan and all the guys in the 90s with the Yankees.
Cool.
That's about it. Yeah.
What was the greatest event you ever saw live?
Well, I saw professional baseball players. Certainly real close to Tony Oliva at one time. But I got to think that when I was a freshman in college and the Huskers were playing and Johnny Rodgers would run on the field to punt return and the whole stadium would stand up in anticipation of him running back a punt. And seeing him do that, run into the end zone backwards because he had outran everybody.
You're talking about the Heisman run.
No, I'm talking about normal, everyday games when he would trot on the field to catch the punts, the punt returner, and the whole stadium would stand up in anticipation. It was just awesome, those many times that he did that when I was a student there. And then he changed his shoes at halftime, come out in white shoes. It was very, very memorable.
So you didn't answer the question on which one was the greatest event you ever saw live.
And that would have to be it. I mean, the fact that just seeing
which event?
Single event?
Yeah, like it's asking like
I can't remember which single touchdown run, punt return he made. The Oklahoma return that you're talking about was in Oklahoma. So a punt return to Johnny Rodgers.
That's the Heisman run.
I don't remember which one.
Okay. All right. Bobo's got the next question.
What is your favorite trophy?
My favorite trophy is probably my state tournament championship. Baseball, high school sports, high school baseball.
What year?
What was that, 83? 74. 81. I'd have to guess. I don't know. They all run together. I was a history teacher, not a math major.
I emailed you these questions last night.
Yeah, I just told you the favorite trophy, but I only won one state trophy. That was it.
Reset moment. If you could rewind your life and redo one day because of a big mistake you made in your life, what day or what would you want to have a redo on?
I was in a traffic accident when I was a senior in high school. Me and some friends challenged a special ed student who had a 61 Ford to go drag racing outside of town, and my car was a nice Chevy Nova, and it obviously outran him, and I thought he was going to stop and we were going to do it again, and he didn't stop as I was turning around, and he plowed into the front of my car, broke my collarbone, gave me a concussion, and chipped vertebrae in my neck, and I'm lucky to be alive. If I could relive that, I would not do that dumb thing.
You know, I never heard that story.
Yeah, well, I don't talk about it very much.
Well, thanks for talking about it. Go ahead. Want to ask him something? You can see it in there. What's your favorite philosophy or philosophical quote of all time?
Oh, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Favorite Bible quote?
I was thinking about this. I don't know if it's exactly quoted in the Bible, but do unto others as they would do unto you.
The golden rule.
The golden rule. I don't know if it's specifically in the Bible as far as a specific passage or not. I also, kind of like the old saying in the Old Testament, wives obey your husbands. I think something like that. Yeah,
We can all agree on that one.
ranks up there.
Favorite quote about women?
People should not be denied equal opportunity because of the shape of their skin.
Grandpa made a joke there, Bobo.
Laugh at Grandpa's jokes. That's important.
Do you have a different one, or is that the one you're going with officially on the record?
That's what I'm going with.
All right. Favorite quote about history?
History is made by the historians. By the winners.
My favorite quote by you is history is written by champions.
The winners, yes.
Yeah, winners, champions. Bobo, do you have anything you want to ask Grandpa?
How old are you?
I'm 67.
67. Believe it. All right.
I lost a teaching colleague today or this week. Mr. Benson was 67 also.
Yeah. Go ahead, ask him.
Are we done with the Zoom meeting?
Yeah, we're about to be. What are you going to ask him?
I want to ask him where's Mimi. I kind of want to see her.
Where's Mimi?
She's in bed. She's tired. She had a long day. You talked to her already once today. It's like candy. You get too much of a good thing.